Hey guys, how's it going? I just wanted to come on today and talk about the after effects of going through brutal treatment like I have. Not physically, I have been very blessed in that department. I don't have a lot of residual effects other than my counts, being affected and constant exposure to viruses. But that is actually to be expected. But the emotional things, the traumas that it's left on me and my family and my daughter. I noticed today as I was dropping her off to school that she pauses before she goes into the classroom and looks at me, and it's like she is trying to figure out if I'm going to come back. I spent 2 months in the hospital, and she had to go stay with my family, and every time I have to drop her off with my stepmom or my parents, she doesn't think I'm coming back still, because I went to the hospital one day when I got diagnosed with a headache, and I didn't come home for a month, and then I went to the doctor and had to get treatment for the bone marrow transplant, and I didn't come back for a month. It happened 2 different times. And I was driving her to school, and I said, I have a doctor's appointment. I got to bring you to Mimi's early. And she goes, am I never going to see you again? And then I bring her to school, and I drop her off, and I'm like, I got to go. I'm going to an eye appointment right now. I'm like, I have an eye appointment, baby. I'll see you after school. I got to go. And she stops and pauses in front of her classroom and says, I'm going with you. And I said, no, baby, I'll see you after school. And it's like every time I drop her off in her classroom, she doesn't want to go in because she doesn't think I'm coming back. And I don't know how to fix that for her. It's really heartbreaking. My daughter is like the brightest little soul. She is so energetic and so full of light and so happy and joyful. And it kills me that she thinks that mommy could just disappear now at the drop of a hat. It really kills me. And I hope that it gets better with time, but it just goes to show what this disease does to not only, the patient, but the patient's family. Not knowing if they're going to make it through, not knowing if they're going to be gone for an extended period of time, not knowing if there's going to be a relapse, not knowing if it's over for good. It's like you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're always preparing yourself. You're always bracing yourself. And it's a really sad way to go about life. And I know with time, I think with time, that will get better, but to a little 4-year-old's brain, like that, she's still developing, and I feel like that has made a big impact on her. And I think I need to get her in some counseling. Maybe she's so young. I try to do things with her, like I have her in gymnastics, and I try to spend a lot of quality time with her when I have her, and I'm trying to make up for it. I'm trying to be the best mom that I can. But I can't erase that memory for her, and I wish that I could. And I wish that she would just forget about it. Like, I wish she would forget it. And I hope she does. And, she's constantly asking about our old house, because it was like and our old cat. Like, I got diagnosed, and when it was like we had this, it was like fairly normal. We had gotten a new cat, and mommy was, I've always been very like involved with her. People refer to me as like a helicopter mom. Like, I've always been very hands-on, very involved with her. And it was like I got sick, and it was like I couldn't do the things I was doing anymore. The responsibilities shifted on my partner, and he wasn't handling it very well. And then we divorced and our house was on the market and we moved and the cat had to go because I was sick and I couldn't be exposed to the cat, and she still asks about the cat and the house because it was like overnight our whole life that we built was like gone. And for a 4-year-old, that is so traumatic. And even for me, it's traumatic. Like I still it's like, what happened? Like it's still like in a blink, the whole, like our whole life just crumbled in the blink of an eye. And I don't know, I just it's hard to see her struggle. Like I know her so well, and even though she doesn't like outwardly like express it all the time, it's like in her questions, it's in the way that she says things. She's constantly asking about like when me and her dad got married, and thinking that like even now she still like thinks that somehow we're gonna get back together. Like she mentions it sometimes, and it's very confusing to her because like for a 4-year-old, she's like, well, my parents were married but then they don't live together, they're not together. So it's like she doesn't understand divorce, and I try to explain it to her on her level, but it's confusing for a child. And I don't know, I'm just reflecting, like I teared up, like I dropped her off at school because she had made the comment like, am I not going to see you again, when I said I was going to the doctor, even after all this time. Like I told her I had to bring her to Mimi's, her grandmother's house in the morning early, and she's like, and then I'm not going to see you anymore. And that like struck me in the heart. And then I bring her to her classroom to drop her off, and she looks up at me and she's like, I'm going with you, and she's like not wanting to go in her classroom. And it just like, oh man, it just breaks my heart. Like I hate it so much for her. Anyway, I don't know, I'm gonna try to snap out of this today, and I gotta go into my appointment. But please keep my daughter in your prayers, and me in your prayers. I'm gonna try to build a new life for her and for me, and hopefully, you know, it's a good one and a safe one and a secure one, and one that isn't gonna crumble at the drop of a hat. So all I can do is try to build something with a firm foundation this time. I can't change the past, but you know, I think it's going to take a little while for both of us to trust that we're safe and that we're in the clear, and I guess that's okay. That's just where we're at, and it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. All right, well, I love you guys. Sorry to be a downer. I guess that's just life. So love you, stay blessed, keep us in your prayers, and of course I'll be praying for you. Okay, bye.